Well, this is the first time I've had the clutch out of the TLR, and I was looking for some problems because it's got 73,000 Ks on it, so I was wondering if the clutch plates, the fibres mainly, had been worn below their limit, because the clutch lever is getting right out towards the end of its travel up on the handlebar. But I think I found out more info about that, because now in hindsight I've taken the clutch pack out, I've measured it up. These are original fibres, by the way. You can tell by the difference in their appearance. So the fibres measured up the same as a brand new pack. There's 10 altogether, and using the vernier, measuring them up, they're the same. Actually a fraction bigger than these, but these are dry, so I don't know if that makes any difference. But anyway, I found 3 spring posts came out instead of the bolts unwinding. Look at that. It's come off at the post. It's come off at the post rather than at the bolt. And there comes another post that's come off as well, see? Another post. Trying to use one as well. See, I've had this problem before, and I've had this problem before on the Hayabusa. The post comes off, and I bought a better Loctite for being in oil. I don't know what's been on here at all, I don't know. It looks pretty clean. I can't really see anything on any of them. So the first one is going to be the bottom one. I mean, like, one side is radiused and one side is flat on the edge. Original OEM fibres, you can tell that's the way they look. Aftermarket ones, different. And you can see it's never been drag raced because there's no burning at all. It's just been ridden on the street. You can tell it's never been on the track. Go one night at the drags and your metals will be showing heat marks, but that's still okay. But these are a bit warmer on the inside, but nothing. You only got to worry about warpage on your metals. Fibres wear down, metals warp. That's my experience anyway. And here's the last one, the small one. And then in there you've got the wave washers in there, the wave washer and the flat washer, and they're just sitting in there. And then we have the back torque limiter there. Nice, very nice. But anyway, I found 3 spring posts came out instead of the bolts unwinding. So that wasn't too good because they're torqued up tighter than the bolts. So I fixed that up with the homemade bracket I made. I know it looks a little bit bodgy, but I had a bit of plate. I could run back to the swing arm pivot point there, just put a locating. I just used the quarter drive. And then with the bolts that are already in the clutch here and the clutch spring posts, I just Loctited them back in and using the bolts to hold it together while I torqued it up, so it was nice and tight. I don't have the fancy clutch plate type of tool that they have that you see in the manual, but I was just made up something just to keep it rigid while I torqued them up. Suzukis have a habit of these, the Hayabusas are the same, they have a habit of backing off, and then you can hear them inside hitting the clutch cover on the inside. As the bolt comes out, they start whacking into the cover, and you've got to stop straight away because you just do a huge amount of damage to this backing plate if those bolts come out. So they're in, they're tight, there's no wear in the fibres. I won't even bother putting these new ones in, I'll leave them till later. And you can see that it's actuating. I've just done it up on the lever there. You can see that it's working smoothly, but I still got problems. And reading online last night, it's looking like there's a bit of a habit with the master cylinder up on the handlebars there. And the fluid is contaminated, it's gone dark. That's from chain oil. So I think I've got more problems further adrift or somewhere else, because I'd really like the lever to be the contact point or the friction zone on the clutch lever to be closer to the handlebar. It's right out towards the end, but it's not slipping, it's not jerking or anything like that. Also, I took the, when I drained the oil and the sump plug, the magnetic, little magnet at the bottom there I should say, there was nothing there at all, not even sludge. It was very clean. So the engine seems to be in good nick internally, certainly the clutch. You can tell it's never been drag raced or anything because there was no burning on the metals. So got a new gasket O-ring to go on the cover. And we'll put the cover on, put new oil in it, and have a look up on the master cylinder next. If this video is helpful for you or of interest, give it a like. Helps my channel grow. Thanks guys. Kevin's my name. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.